Cool. Music is too loud. Maybe like this. That should be okay. Hello, hey all. Hey Vishal. Nice. Let me just get rid of that banner. I usually forget to remove banners. It's always something. There we go. Cool. Hi. Welcome to the first stream of the day, which is me. Nice beats, man. Hey, thank you. Cool. Let's see. How can I change the layout of this? It was here. Nice. That's me. Cool. Awesome. Hey, hello. Let's start with today's first stream, which is Intro to Linux. People usually fear Linux, right? It's something that happens, right? Like, you just want to start with a new operating system, and you're like, hey, people say Linux is cool. I'll just try a Linux out, and then you get to the terminal, and you're like, I'll pass. I'll do it later. But this session is like the purpose of this session is for you to learn how this works. Okay. So let's see. First of all, this goes here. Should I change it to this one? Yeah, maybe. Okay, let me just open something first, which is a little bit of an intro to myself. Now, where is it? It should be here. Yep, that's me. Cool. I'll present the whole screen. Should be this one right here. There we go. Cool. Yep. Just let's get rid of this one for now. Cool. Okay. Well, this just one slide of hey, I'm Bully, or my name is Charbel. I go by Bully. Hola hola is kind of accurate because I'm from Mexico, but I guess you are from another country because it's como está indo por lá. So I'm not sure what that means. I get the como está, which is how is. But what do you mean? I said hello. Oh, cool. Hey. Nice. Yeah, I'm from Mexico. I'm a streamer and a pod leader at Major League Hacking. Okay. Cool. Is that Portuguese? I get the Portuguese vibes. Okay, yeah, I'm 24 years old, and I'm a robotics and telecommunications engineer. So I love a lot of AI, machine learning, especially deep learning. Okay. And I also work at a startup, an Australian startup that works with drones and hardware. And I'm in the computer vision side. So that's cool. Hey, pleased to meet you. Awesome. Okay. So, there we go. That's a bit about myself. And fun fact, I love chocolate chip and mint ice cream. People just don't like that. They say, hey, it's like eating toothpaste. That's not true. Like, I'm just gonna zoom in and tell you that's not true. Like, if you eat chocolate chip mint ice cream, not a lot of it. If not, it doesn't taste like toothpaste, okay? Cool. Nice. Awesome. Okay. Then let's start. Let's get rid of my presentation for now. By the way, before we start, hey, thank you for joining. Before we start, there we go. Here's the link for you to register. Just don't forget to register, okay? Awesome. Okay. Then I have to do something here. I need to present this. Hey, Yash. Nice. What time is it in India? Okay, that looks better. Okay, now I have to use another computer. That's why I'm in a call. Okay, so another computer. Okay, and I should put the other mouse right here. Let me just see. Where's the link to this call? Can I change it to? Yeah, there we go. There we go. Here it is. Join with Google Meet. I don't want any echoes. Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. I don't want any echoes. Ask to join. That's my other account. Yes, that's me. Awesome. Okay, so this is me. I'll just uh minimize this part over here. I don't care. Cool. It's 5 o'clock. Um, in the morning in India. Oh, it's 5 p.m. Okay, for 4 p.m. Okay, that's cool. Okay, no, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Good. It's 6:11 a.m. here, so it's good times. It's interesting how like the whole world and time works. Okay, but yeah, let's do this. So I'm going to present the entire screen. Okay, share, share. Okay, I hope. Okay, gone in. Yeah, what happens if I do this? Yeah, I don't want to see this. No. Um, is it here? There we go. Is that better? I hope that's better. Open new window, zoom in. Okay, I'll leave it like this. Okay. Um, hey, thank you so much. Yeah, let's see how it goes. Cool. Okay. So, Angel to Linux. Okay. I hope that my computer is going to be steady because I opened her. That sounds weird. I opened the computer a couple of days ago. Everything was good. I sealed it up again, and for some reason, the touchpad doesn't work, and it blue screens me a bit. So I hope I didn't mess something up when I was cleaning it or with the terminal paste. But yeah, I'll have to reopen and see what happens, but not now. Okay, so if not, then I'll just turn into another, or like I just go into another machine. But yeah, okay. If it crashes, we know why. Okay, now I wouldn't know why it happens. Okay, cool. Now this is Linux. There you go. That's it. Like this is Linux. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so this is how Linux kind of looks. Okay, um, why people fear Linux? Because usually Linux looks like this. This is what actual Linux looks like. Um, I don't want to show you this Linux. This is the easy Linux. Everyone can use this Linux, right? You just right click on it, new folder, call it hello, and you just have a new folder right here, which is okay, right? But everyone can do that. Like you can just right click on any operating systems and do it. There's a fun way to do it in Linux, and you can just move it to trash, and that's it. You can even move stuff to trash. Trash is here, okay? So you can just do like this, move it there. I won't do it because that's my job, but yeah, that's how Linux looks. Okay, what's wrong with the layout? Is it vertical? No. This is how it is. It's just that for some reason in Google Meet you can't unwatch this. Like I can't get rid of this side over here, so the entire screen is this part over here. Okay. Cool. So, let's get into the fun things. Okay. This is Linux. This is your Linux machine. Okay. When you go into a company, they'll give you access to some Linux servers. This is how it looks. And people usually go like, "Oh, I don't know what to do." Like, you can watch YouTube in vertical. Oh, I didn't know that. This is Linux. And people are like, okay, what happens if I do hello? Well, nothing happens, right? Like, we need commands. That's how we communicate with a computer, right? Like, we need commands. Let's try something, okay? Let's see if I have it. Fortune, do I have Fortune? Ooh, I don't have Fortune. Okay, cool. So let's start with that, okay? What happens if I do not have a command that I want to use? Okay, I'm using Ubuntu. So for each Linux distro, you'll have a different way of downloading stuff. For Ubuntu, okay, first of all, okay, for Ubuntu, I'll use apt install. That's the command. Okay, and then I'll do fortune. Okay. Then it says, hey, permission denied. Okay. When you get errors like this is really scary. Okay. Like this is heck scary. Okay. By the way, if you wanna follow this stream and you don't have a Linux machine, I suggest you use what's this called? VirtualBox right here. You can use Oracle's VirtualBox. Download the VirtualBox, and then you can go to Ubuntu ISO like this, and you download this right here. 2404 should be good. Don't download the LTS one. Download the desktop one. Should be is it the newest one? 24? I think so. Maybe. Okay. Yeah. Download 25. Okay. I'll send it just in case. Okay. Let's see. Can I do this? Okay. I'll send myself this. Ooh. Oh no, careful there. Okay, I hate WSL. Okay, I use a Windows machine. That one, like the one that's running StreamYard, and my main machine is a Windows machine. I hate WSL. I just hate it. I'm sorry. It consumes everything in the background, and I hate it. I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry. I don't use Docker in Windows just because of WSL. Okay, just in case people want to use a VirtualBox. Let's do this and let's do this. Okay, it's an easy setup. Okay, it takes like 10 minutes. Nice. So I'll just go on and copy this, paste it here, copy this, and paste it here. Okay. By the way, this is not sponsored. You moved to Pop! OS for some reason. Oh, nice. I don't know. I feel I really like Windows. Like, from all of the operating systems, I really prefer Windows. It's, for me, the easiest one. People prefer Mac OS. I don't. It's just, Mac OS is just too, it doesn't allow you to do anything. I don't know. Okay, cool. So that's if you want to use VirtualBox. You just download the VirtualBox, you open it, and it says, hey, create a new virtual machine. It says add ISO or ISO to it. Download the ISO from the link that I sent there, and from there you can just kind of drag it, put it in VirtualBox, and voila, you have an operating system on top of yours that runs virtually, and you can run this. Okay, cool. Hello, good morning. Nice. Okay, so people just go to ChatGPT nowadays when they see this. Don't ever do that, okay? Don't go to ChatGPT just because it says error in red. It's scary, I know. Take a deep breath and just read it, okay? It says, hey, I don't have permission to read this. So you might think, hey, how can I give it permission, right? Like, what do we do? And it says here, are you root? I'll get into root later, but for now, to give permissions, let's say sudo, okay? Sudo, the same thing, apt install fortune. Okay, it says, hey, hold on. You're giving me admin permissions. Who are you? Okay. I'll add my password. There we go. Just hey, okay. I'm downloading Fortune mod. Do you want to continue? Yes or no? Y for yes. And it starts doing magic. Okay, that's the thing that people usually get scared of. It's this. Okay. It says a lot of things. It says, hey, I'm here getting 3 things. I'm fetching some archives. I'm selecting something that wasn't previously selected, basically. I'm reading the database, preparing to unpack, unpacking this that I just downloaded. Preparing to unpack here. Blah 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 blah. Setting it up, processing triggers, and voila, we have it ready. Okay. This is like if you get an error, you'll get errors in red usually. Okay, so don't worry about it. Okay, cool. Forgive my mouse. There we go. Nice. So if we do fortune now, that should work, right? It says, better hope the life inspector doesn't come around while you have your life in such a mess. What? Like, what is going on? Like, why is my computer saying this? Let's do fortune again. And now it's, what? And now it's saying, question, how many lawyers does it take to change a light bulb? It says, whereas the party of the first part, also known as a lawyer, and the blah, 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 blah. What is it doing again? Let's do it again. Fortune. Why do YASPs play golf? So they can dress like pimps. Okay, that's weird. What's your game? Fortune? This will be a memorable month, no matter how hard you try to forget it. What? What's happening? Like, what is this? Can you do this on a VM? Sure, you can. If we don't know what a command does, we could do man for manual, and then we do fortune. And it opens this inside of your terminal text. And it says here, name, fortune. What it does, it prints a random, hopefully interesting hatch. That's what it does. Is this useful? No. But it's just for illustrative purposes. So yeah. But in this case, it's kind of useful because I'm showing it to you. In real life, it's not useful. Like, you wouldn't use fortune at all. Okay. You can have some things here. These are flags. Okay. So we could do fortune-A, and it says choose from all of the list of maxims, both offensive or not. Okay. You can see we have different flags. Okay. You can scroll down. You can see we have different flags to set. The N for length, O from only potentially offensive of aphorisms, so on. Okay. To get rid of this right here, press Q. Okay. So again, man stands for manual. Okay. And we do man fortune, which is give the manual of this command. If we do man, only man, let's say, what manual do you want me to show you? Like, what? See? So it's pretty intuitive, right? Sometimes the errors are not as intuitive as this, but you kind of get used to reading them. Okay, cool. So a little bit of water there. Cool. Now let's do something interesting. Do we have cause? I don't have cause. So again, sudo apt install cause. Okay. Yep, it won't ask for the password now just because I used the password like 5 minutes ago. Okay. It has like a cooldown, so after like a half an hour, you'll have to use your password again. Okay. But for now, we don't. No, we can do something interesting. We can do fortune, and then this little thingy right here, which is called a pipe. Okay, like this is a pipe. Okay, and I'll explain what the pipe is. Fortune pipe cause, and then -f tux, and that's it. Okay, for now. Okay, 3, 2, 1. What? Okay, now we can see that it kind of draws things. Okay, let's do a shorter one just so it's easier to see. Oh, there we go. Why did the germ cross the microscope to get to the other slide? I don't know if we have chemistry people here. I don't know, this might be funny. I don't know, it's weird, but you see we have the Linux logo, which is a penguin saying something that fortune would say. Now what the heck is going on? Okay, like, what's happening? Okay, we said, hey, fortune, and then cause, and then these weird things, and then these weird thing. Okay, let's just go step by step. Okay, we have fortune. Okay, fortune again gives us something interesting, funny, a weird phrase. Okay, if we use this right here, this is the pipe. This means whatever the previous command outputs, I want it to be the input of the next one. Okay, so if we just do calsay like this, does it do anything? Well, it doesn't. What if we do calsay dash f like this? Well, it doesn't do anything, right? It's not doing anything. By the way, to close commands is Control C. Okay, that thingy right here is to close a command. Okay, cool. So we do calsay dash ftux. What does this do? Nothing really. What if we do, instead of fortune, we do something like print, echo hello, and then pipe it into calsay dash ftux. Oh. What? So we're saying, hey, I can just give whatever I want to calsay. They'll draw a penguin and say what the previous command said. That's what the pipe does. Whatever the last or the previous command outputs, it'll draw it into calsay. And that works for every single command in Linux. The pipe. Okay? Nice. So that's an intro to the commands. Okay? Let's get into the real commands now. Okay? Because you won't use calsay ever in, like, maybe sometimes just to troll your friends, but I've never used calsay before. Cool. Okay. Nice. So you should teach standard in first, then piping makes more sense. I wouldn't go into standard in and standard output or errors right now. It's a little bit, I think it just complicates stuff. Basically, this equals the output of first is the input of second, like this. That's what I would say. I wouldn't go into this now because it's not complicated. It's just you have to get a little bit into what's happening inside of Linux. But yeah, any drive cheat? Ooh, any drive sheet or any cheat sheet for this command? Yeah. Cover basics first. Okay, I can share some cheat sheets at the end. Okay, but yeah, we have a lot of cheat sheets online. Okay. Cool. So, nice. You just got into meta. You're like, hey, first day, let's just work. And you're just looking at your terminal saying, gosh, I hope just someone comes and saves me, right? Well, you don't have to wait for that. You can do ls first. ls stands for list. Okay. If you enter ls, it'll show you what you're currently looking at. Okay, in this case, it's this thingy, which I'm not sure how it's called. But yeah, this thingy. Okay, in this thingy, we have desktop, downloads, pictures, templates. We have the Google Chrome that I downloaded, documents, music, public videos, and Snap. Okay, good. Right, you see we have colors. Blue stands for directories, or another way of saying directories is folders. Reds are for weird binary thingies. Okay, you can see a .deb here. Okay, what happens if I go to desktop? Because I'm not looking at desktop, right? You can see here the little thingy. It doesn't say desktop. We do cd. cd stands for change directory. We do cd desktop. Enter. Ooh, something changed, right? Now it's thingy/desktop. If we do pwd, it gives us the complete path of where we are in memory or in disk. We're in home, bullied, which is my username, and desktop. Okay. Now, what's inside of desktop? Okay, we have packages, Microsoft GPG, tokens, the TXT, and Vision Nav Assistant. If I see here, we have tokens, Vision Nav, and packages. Now, interestingly enough, remember, Vision Nav Assistant is a folder, should be blue. It is blue. See that? So if I do CD and then tokens, tokens at TXT, it's not blue, right? It's not a directory. But what happens if we do so? Oh, it says, hey, no, we can't do this here. Not a directory. Okay, cool. Now, inside of ls, you have a lot of things, okay, which I'll dive into a little bit later. You can do ls-li, okay? And you have lots of things, okay? You have dot, you have dot, you have packages, tokens, and vision. What does this mean? Like, why do we see dot and dot, but we don't see it if we do ls usual, like the normal ls? Well, A stands for all, for ls, okay? And if you were just wondering what does ls do, again, man ls, and you can see listed directory contents, okay? Usually ignores files and directories starting with a dot by default, okay? So if we do ls by itself, we'll just ignore dot files, okay? If we want -a, let's see if I can find it real quick. My mouse is just weird. I know. Oh, there we go. -a. Do not ignore hidden files, okay? Files with names that start with dot. That's why we can see dot and dot, okay? Now, everything's cool, right? Like, you can just, if we do ls, then we can do cd vision nav assistant. We have a bunch of things here. We can go to, I don't know, cd src, ls. We have more things to go to. Now what? Right? Like, it's like, oh, shoot, I didn't want to go to nav assistant. How do I get back? You're trapped forever. No, you are not. cd dot dot. cd dot dot gets you one step one previous step back. Okay, so we do cd dot dot again. We're in desktop. That's what dot dot means in Linux. Okay, if you see dot dot, it means previous. Okay, now they say everything's a file in Linux. Okay. If you go to ls dot dot, it's a pointer back. Okay, what is dot? Dot means here. Okay, for example, if this is desktop, I want to open Visual Studio Code here. Okay, using the terminal because I'm just a fancy guy. Why not? Code dot, which means here. Let's see what happens. Oh, see that? Vision Nav Assistant, packages, tokens. No, thank you. See that? That's what dot means. It means here. Dot dot means previous. Okay. Can we do code dot dot? I'm not sure. I've never done that before. Cool. There we go. It's yeah, sure. There we go. It's the whole thing Linux, but in Visual Studio Code. See that? We have desktop, we have Vision Nav, packages, and tokens. Ooh. So these can be arguments to other commands, and they point either here or backwards. Okay? And you can go forward from here. Okay? So far, so good. Any questions? Anything? Cool. Okay, so now you know some commands, right? Like, you know, ls, you know, cd. If you do cd alone, it gets you all the way back to little thingy here. Okay. So if we go to CD desktop, Vision Nav, and then I think we have an SRC here. If we do CD, see that? From this path, we get back to this path right here. See that? That's what CD does, like by itself. Okay, so it's an easy go all the way back way of just getting all the way back. Okay, cool. Now let's go to desktop. Now I want to work, right? Again, I'm a meta engineer. This is my first day. I'm hoping that somebody saves me, and then you just remember this stream and you say, hey, I remember that Bully said make their temp folder like this. Okay, MKDIR stands for make directory, and then the name of the directory, enter. No errors. If you don't have any errors, leave it like that. It means it worked. Okay. If we do ls, magic, right? We have temp folder. So now you just created a folder with make dir. Okay. You have temp folder. If we go to temp folder, ls doesn't output anything because we have nothing inside, right? Okay, so let's do this a little bit more dramatic. Let's do rm-rf. Okay, rm stands for rm stands for remove. Okay, so we can remove stuff. R for recursive. F stands for forced. Okay, so when you're deleting a folder, use rf if you're 100% sure that you're deleting, or if you're 100% sure what you're deleting, because it forces everything to delete. Okay, if you don't use rf for a folder, it'll ask you file by file, hey, you want to download, you want to remove this, yes or no? You have to press yes for each file. If you have 100 files, it'll take you forever. Okay, so you do rf. Okay, cool. So let's do rm-rf, and then we do temp folder, because I want to get rid of temp folder, right? It's not there anymore. Nice. See that? It's easy. It's pretty straightforward. Now, again, let's make it there. Called I don't know, a new meta, right? Shoutouts to meta. Okay. Now cd new meta. Okay. Now, when I start working, right? Like, I need to do, I don't know, I need to create a file, right? So let's create our first file. We have a bunch of ways to do it. Okay. And that's only up to you. Okay. It's up to you because it's just a style. Okay. The way I do it is I just do vim whatever, right? Like vim first program.sh, and it opens this. Okay, now yeah, I'm going to show you like the let's call it like the beginner friendly one, just to show you what it's doing, and then what vim is. Okay, so touch is the command to create files, and we can do touch first program.sh. Okay, if we don't have any outputs, it means everything runs smoothly. We do ls, and we have first program.sh. Okay, now we have it, right? And now what? Right? Like, okay, we can just move into the directories, we can go back, we can just create directories, we can just create files. How do I get access to this file and actually write it? We have a lot of commands. Okay, usually every Linux distro comes with v. Okay, if you do v first program.sh like this, it'll open like this. Okay. Now, I'm not going to use V. I'm going to use vim. Okay. So vim is a command that is not by default in Linux. You can download it. Okay. Remember, sudo for special users permissions. DNF. No, I'm sorry. apt for Ubuntu. Install vim. Okay. It asks now for the password. I'll put the password. It says, hey, you got already Vim. Like, you don't need Vim anymore. Okay. Let's use Vim. Okay. Vim first program.sh. And we have this. Okay. Now, if you start typing, it doesn't do anything until you press maybe I or H. Okay. You can see on the red it says insert. So we're in insert mode, okay? So we can do hello like this. Or I can do welcome to Global Hack Week like this. Okay? Now, for Vim, when you're ready to save your work, hit escape. You see insert went away. Now hit colon. You see a colon there. W for write, Q for quit. Let's do that again, okay? I'll hit I, okay, just to get into insert mode. I'll hit escape. I'll hit get out of insert mode, colon, W, Q. Enter. Okay. I guess no errors means that it's okay. ls, it's still there. Okay, it exists, right? It's still there. It should be good. We can do vim first program. Oh, it's there. But we don't have to use vim to read files. To automate stuff, you cannot do, hey, I want you to open vim and then get everything from Vim out of Vim and then put it inside of another command, right? Let's do something interesting. If you want to get out of Vim without saving, colon Q and then exclamation point. Okay, it says quit. I want to force quit this. Whatever I did, I wouldn't want to save it. Okay, it's still there. Now, the command to read files is cat. Yep, like that, cat. Okay, cat first program.sh. Huh. Now it says, welcome to Global Hack Week. See that? So if you start to think like a Linux engineer or like someone that uses Linux, then you might say, hey, can I do cat first program? And then I use a pipe. And then I do cow say -ftux like this. Would that work? Well, it kind of does. See that? It works because the output of cat is a string of whatever this thing contains. Okay? And you're saying, hey, I want you to pass it to cowsay. Welcome to Global Hack Week. And this can be anything, right? Like we can go to first program, and we can do, I don't know, we can actually do something here. Should be such bin such bash and echo hello world, which is the first bash script, okay, which I'll get into in a second, but let's just say, hey, it's actually a bash script. Can we do it? We do it, right? It doesn't run the bash script by itself, but it outputs the insides of that file. See? So we have a command for everything. Okay? if you're just wondering, hey, is there a command to do something that's, I don't know, somewhat complicated? Just remember there's a command that draws a penguin that gets as an input anything. Okay? If there's a command that draws a penguin, there's like the command that you're looking for exists. Okay? Cool. So far so good. All good. What can we do? Ah, okay, yes. Yep, sudo touch chmod. Okay, that's maybe for later. Huh. Okay, cool. Yeah. So let's say you are just working at Meta and let's see. Can I maybe cannot show that code because it's from the other company. Do I have something interesting here? Let's see. No, it has to be in desktop. What's inside of packages? Cat packages. Okay, nothing binary really. When you see this, okay, when you see weird thingies like this, it's not a weird thing, okay? It's binary. Okay? Actually, let's do this, okay? You see it's a bunch of binary, and it says Microsoft release sign-in, GPT security, blah blah blah, and a lot of binary. Okay. Can I filter stuff from files? What happens if I do cat? What was it? Packages. So cat packages. I pipe whatever this outputs into a command called grep. Grep, I don't know what it means exactly, but at least for me, it sounds like grab. Okay, so grep Microsoft. Ah, okay. It can use, or it can look for binary. Okay. Let's do it in new meta then. Okay. So let's cat first program, do the same thing, and let's look for. I think it was hello world, right? So we do grep hello, like this. Ah, see that? It gives you the line where it says hello world. So from the entire file, you can get a single line where it matches your like the word that you're looking for, right? So we can do vim first program, and then I can add hello, blah 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 blah, and then hello, like this. Okay. If I do the same thing, cat first program, grep hello. Ooh, see that? I'm not getting the weird things that I just wrote. I'm just getting the hellos. So this is pretty powerful because if you have a big file, that file is full of commands, and you want to run commands by filter, you can do it using grep. Okay, that's what grep does. Okay, it filters whatever is in a file, even if it's a big file, and it gives you or outputs the matching, or like the lines that it contains the word that you're looking for. Okay, what happens? You have a word that doesn't exist, right? Like MLH. It doesn't output anything. It says, hey, there's nothing, right? Basically. Okay, cool. Any questions? Okay, that's cat. And that's head. Yep, grep. Curl. Okay, I can maybe show curl, but that's a bit of a medium one. Okay, cool. Now, let's go into something a little bit more visual. Okay. Top shows you what your system is doing. Okay, so if your system running is slow, and you can say, hey, let's check top and see what's happening. Okay. It just looks old. Okay, now you would use top if your computer is really, really slow and you wanna, just use a bunch of memory. No way. No way. Tammy is here. Hello, Tammy. Um, Tammy's always here. Hey, Tammy. So this is top. Okay, it looks old. It is CPU. Chrome is using 52% of my CPU, 57 now, and is using 7.2% of my memory. Okay. Now, if we do htop, what the heck? I don't have htop, really? Okay, so we do sudo apt install htop. Okay, it installs something. Yep, it'll take a little bit of time, maybe. Oh no, it's fine. htop. Voila! Now this is better. Now this looks way better, right? You can see, hey, what the heck is this? It says mem, stands for memory, maybe. SWP, what is that? Tasks, load average. You can see a bunch of things here. What the hell is this? Like, what is this? Top to bottom, okay? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 are the number of cores that I have in this computer. Okay? Mem stands for memory. SWP stands for swap. Swap is, you can think of it as, it's like if I were to run out of memory with a task, I'm borrowing virtual memory, or I'm borrowing from my disk some space to use it as a temporary RAM. Okay, that's the easiest way that I can put it. Again, swap or SWP is the amount of space I'm using from my disk, borrowed from my disk, to use it as a extraordinary RAM. Yep. That's just like it. Yes. That's it. It's not like, it's always recommended to have some swap available. I have 4 GB, but you can see there's no color in it. I haven't used that much RAM yet that I have to turn on swap space. Swap is really slow. Okay, so it's not like RAM. It's not like, hey, wait a minute. If I have 1 terabyte SSD, can I have a 1 terabyte RAM? Well, technically, yes, but it's just too slow. Compared to RAM, it's just too slow. Okay, so you wouldn't use swap like that. Okay, but always have swap available, and your computer should have swap available. Just because it's a failsafe. Okay, cool. Now you can see the cores are moving just because computers do things in the background, usually Chrome in this case. Okay, I have 140 tasks running, 772 threads. Okay, 3 of them were running. Now 1 of them is running. Now 2. That's how it works. Okay. The uptime as for now, it's been 1 hour and 16 minutes that this computer has been on. Okay, now what can we do here? Okay, you can see there's an IO and there's a main. Okay, let's stick for main now. We have PID. What is a PID? PID stands for process ID, and it says, hey, every single process inside of Linux has a PID. Okay, it's like their official name. We have the user that's running it, and in this case should be me, root, or the program that is running them. Okay, priority, niceness. This is what is virt? This is a very interesting question. I don't remember what virt was. I think this is the memory. Let's just ignore these 2. I just forgot what this is. Priority. Let's do priority like this. how did PID? There we go. The time that it's been running, CPU and memory percentage, and the command that's been running. Okay. In Linux, virtual memory size refers to the total amount of virtual memory a process can access. Thanks, Sammy, as always. Okay, so thank you, Tammy. In this case, then virt, every single command has a virt tag to it, and this is the amount of virtual memory it can access. Okay, it's not accessing it because we don't need it. We're using 2.2 gigabytes out of 6. This is not a very powerful computer, but it does its job. Okay, thank you, Tammy. Yep, that's what it does. Okay, cool. That's what HTOP does. Okay, nice. Now, escape to get out of HTOP or Control C. There you go. Cool. So let's go into how much time do we have? We have 1 hour. Okay. Okay. Yep. Can I do that? Maybe IP addresses later. Okay. Cool. So let's go back to thingy. Okay. We do ls. We have a lot of things. Okay. Now, if you're a little bit curious, you might say, hey, if I do ls-la here, I get everything, right? Is there a back? Like, can I go back? Is there a portal to another dimension where I'm outside of this realm? Yes. Let's do it. cd dot dot. Now we're at home. Okay. If we do ls, you can see the users. In this case, it's me. You're really curious. Like, you just really say, hey, is there a back to it? It kind of is. We get back to slash, and we do ls now. We find weird things. Is there something back to this? It says there is. Let's just go back. Okay, now it doesn't go back, right? It's the same thing. Okay, this is a pointer in memory. Okay, you can picture it as an arrow to a specific place in memory where everything is linked. In this case, it's like a hash map, so it links back to itself. Okay, cool. Now, what is this? Like, you are a senior dev at Meta. Okay, what is this? Yep, like okay, it's yeah, like, you know, the junior comes to you and says, hey, I know you're really good at Linux. What does bin contain? Or what does sys contain? Okay, really good questions. So we have this. Slash in this case means root. Okay, so we're in the root, which means the top layer of Linux. Okay, now from there we can have home. Okay, where the users live, in this case me. You go to /home/bully, you'll find desktop downloads. There were a bunch of things there, and inside of desktop you can find new meta or the new folder that we created. Okay, but for example, what's in etc, for example? So let's go there, right? Like cd etc ls. Okay, you know, you're just looking at the junior saying, hey, yeah, well, yeah, and you just think of it. You say, hey, man/etc, can I do that? And it says, hey, no, etc is a directory. I'm sorry, there's no manual for etc. And you're just looking at the junior saying, hey, you know, just trying not to say, I don't know, which is totally fine to say. But then you just remember this tree. And you say, hey, I remember that Bully said that etc is everything that the system needs as a config file. Everything inside etc is a config file. Okay, it needs something to be configured to run. I'll give an example. Okay, I won't dive into all of this. If you go to cd etc and then systemd and then system, okay, this specific path, let's do ls, it'll show you service files. Let's just get back. Okay? Let's just get back. cd / systemd system, we have service files. Okay, now take a deep breath. I know this is a lot. Okay, these won't look like yours. Okay, which is totally fine. Each computer has its service files. Each computer runs its config files differently. Okay, in this case, you can see I have what the heck? Where is it? Final targeted ones. Is it this one? No, it's not that. Wait a minute. What? Graphical hybrid multi network OM path printer sleep. Syslog. I don't want syslog. Oh, because it's not running here. Wait a minute. I'm just dumb. Yeah, no, it's not here. It's in my cloud. No, never mind. Okay, cool. So, service files. Let's just take a look at one. Okay, service files are daemons. Okay, I don't know if it's pronounced demons, but just to kind of make the difference between a daemon, which is a weird, I don't know, horny person. A daemon is something that runs in the background. Okay, it's something that is just there, existing, doing stuff in the background. Okay, that's what a daemon is. Now, can we take a look at them? Well, yes. For example, let's see this, I don't know, cloud final.service. Okay, like this one. So let's do cat cloud final service dot service, like this. So cat cloud init, and then network dot service. Okay, this is what we get. Okay, now this is just not really easy to read. So that's why I love Vim, okay? Because even though you're not going to write anything, you can use Vim to read, okay? Tammy says something. Wait a minute. Yes, Tammy. I only know daemon from mail daemon when the mail never gets sent. Yeah, it's like, exactly. Yes, you got it right. It's like that daemon email means it's a service running in Gmail, Yahoo, Outlook. It's just running in the background. If you got, like, you send an email, right? It has to output 1 as an error or a 0 as an OK. If sending the email outputs a 1, then the daemon says, give it to me. I'm going to return it back to Tammy and say, hey, your email was I couldn't deliver the email, right? But that's because it's a service running in the background, waiting for you to make a mistake and flagging that mistake to you. That's what the daemon does. That's very accurate. Thank you for that comment. But yeah, it's a service, right? It's something running in the background. You don't see it, right? It's not like, hey, can I talk to the daemon and say, hey, how many emails have I sent wrong? It just pops up or pops out whenever you do something wrong. Okay. That's what it does. Okay, cool. So let's do Vim instead of this. Instead of cat, let's do Vim. Okay, now real quick. Okay, I won't dive into services now, but you can see here it says automatically generated by installer build process. You don't have to do this by hand. Okay. Based on cloud init, redact. So okay, and it says unit, and then it says service, and then it says install. So this is a file that runs a daemon inside of Linux. And for example, it wants something called cloud init local.service, and there's a dot once at the end. Before shutdown, if you don't like, that's why it's bad to shut down your computer with the button. Okay, like to force shutdown, it's wrong because you don't let your daemons die basically. Okay, you can just corrupt stuff. Okay, that's why it's always good to go here and say, hey, I want to just turn it off. Okay, never ever ever do it with the button like that. Only if it's like bugged or you cannot access that like that option, but never ever ever do it like that. Okay. Cool. But you can see it's basically a file saying, hey, I want you to run this. See, as I exec start using a shell script, do all of this. Okay. So that's what etc contains. Okay, etc contains everything that needs to be configured. Okay, if you want to configure something, if you want to create a service, you can do it. Okay, I usually create services for myself so that everything is easier for me. An example of a service, okay? Zoom into me. An example of a service. I have a Raspberry Pi running 24/7 in, like, it's right there. I can show it to you because I stuck it under the table so it doesn't, I don't look at it. I connect to it via SSH. Okay, so it's a network connection. It does one thing. It hosts a Minecraft server. Cool. Yeah, it hosts a Minecraft server for me and my brother. Okay, so we play there. It's fun. I don't have to, like, my computer doesn't have to be on for the server to be on. The way it works is if I turn it off and then turn it on again, I programmed it so that whenever it's on, it says, hey, Raspberry Pi is on. I need to run this command that runs Minecraft image in Docker and then opens an IP. And then inside of that IP, I can access to Minecraft. Okay, that's an example of a service. Okay, it's something that you automate for yourself. Sound good? Cool. Zooming out now. Cool. Okay, so now a pipeline, right? It's not a pipeline. It's a no. It's like, for example, another example is you have a web server, okay? And then what happens if that web server is running in your, let's say, Raspberry Pi again, okay? You turn off your Raspberry Pi and then turn it back on. You have to have something whenever your machine turns on, then it runs a certain command, like basically on wake up. Okay, what is that? Well, that's a service. Okay, for example, if you have a MetaQuest, if you have your visor, MetaQuest visors, whenever you open your computer, you turn it on, it pops up. It says, hey, hello, I can't find your Oculus, or I could find your Oculus, they're ready to connect. That popping up is a service inside of your machine that says, hey, on start, I want you to run this. That's a service. Okay, it's something that activates when a computer does something, okay? But it's not like a usual program. It goes into, let's call it like the config file system, okay? It's not a Python file, it's a binary file. Makes more sense. It's more of a configuration thing, okay? Awesome, Tammy, thank you. Cool. And you can use it for anything, really. If you have a web app that you want to make sure that whenever if your lights go off and then on, you're always you can just make it runs. You can just make it run automatically when on startup, basically. Okay, it's whatever you want. Okay, cool. Okay, now we're back here, and that weird junior at Meta says, "Hey, what does bin do? And why do you have as bin? Like, bin is bin. What? Let's get to bin. CD bin. Oh, what? CD bin. I said. Cool. Nice. Great. Now you can see we don't have a lot of directories, right? These are all green. What does green mean? It means something that we can run. Okay. What is this? Okay, so we can do, let's do something. ls, and then we can grep ls. And do we have ls here by itself? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Can I do backslash here? I don't remember if I could do backslash. Nope. Okay, so let's grab man. Can I have man? Yeah, there we go. Cool. Okay, you can see I said, hey, from the whole output of ls, I want to pipe it to grep. Remember, grep sounds like grab, which means I want you to give me whatever sounds like this, man. Remember what man was? Man was the manual command. Man. Okay, maybe a coincidence. What happens if I do ls like this? I pipe it to grep, and I say, hey, I want you to grab CD. Well, you have CD here. Huh. What happens if I want to do ls? You have ls. What does this mean? It means you have the binaries of each command. Oh, yes, Danny, for sure. Okay. For people who just tuned in, okay. Let's say I have a command that's, I'll do echo, okay? Echo is like print. So echo, hi, Tammy, okay? Like this. Okay, it says hi, Tammy, right? Now, if I do echo, and then I use the pipe, and then I do cow, say, -ftux, penguin says, hi, Tammy. So what this says is whatever the output of this command is, I want you to take it. Imagine, like, you can imagine it like a Mario, like the green pipe of Mario, like it goes in and it gets out of another place in the universe, Mario universe. That's basically it. It grabs the output of this, takes it to the input of this, connects it, and says, hey, this output is your input. Okay, so the output of this was hi, Tammy. I just pasted it there, and I drew this with Kause. Okay, what I'm saying here is I wanted you to give me ls, which is a list of the entire thing that's inside of this directory. I want you to grab whatever has ls inside of its name. You can get all of the ls's here. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. It's basically getting the output of one is the input of the other. Okay, you can pipe as much as you want. Okay, you can pipe like 4, 5, 6 times, whatever. Okay, cool. Okay, so bin is where you'll find your binaries. Okay, where you'll find your command binaries. Okay, yeah, sure, you're welcome. So does that mean, can I do ls, pipe it to grep? and then Kelsey. Wait a minute, you just said inside of bin we had all of the binaries, and if we have Kelsey as one of the commands, then Kelsey should be in bin. Yes and no. There are two bins. Okay, you have your global bin, which is /bin, which is a no to go. Okay, do not play with bin. Okay, only if you really know what you're doing, do not play with bin, because it contains the important binaries for your computer to run. Okay, your binaries, which is the things that you'll download. Okay, I'll just open here because I don't have a lot of light. There we go. Your binaries live in another part. If you go to /user, you have bin, and inside of bin, I hope it's there, we have a lot of things. If we go to the C, it's just a lot. Then we can do ls grep oh, it's not here. Okay, well that's funny. Then where is it? Is it in lib? Should it be in lib? On sbin, cd sbin. ls pipe grep Kelsey. Oh, it's not here. Oh, that's funny. Okay, wait a minute. I can do find. Okay, I'll explain this in a second. /user name Kelsey. Yeah, not bad. It's fine. Where are you? Oh, there we go. There it is. Okay, cool. So for Kelsey, we can see that it didn't recognize it as a command in binary. It actually recognizes it as a game. See that? It's in user games Kelsey. And that's a funny thing, right? Because not all commands are here. Okay? If you do, for example, I did code dot, which is Open Visual Studio Code here, code is not here. Okay? Because code is an app. And apps are not in bin or sbin, they're in /app. Okay? In this case, Kelsey is a game, which I didn't know. I thought Kelsey was a command, and apparently it's a game. And yeah, well, if it prints a little penguin figure in your terminal, I guess it's a game. But yeah, okay, cool. Now, what did I do? Like, what's this? Okay, let's just quickly review that before going into shell programming. Okay, find is a command to find, right? Find, and then the next argument is where. Like, where should I look for? If you do /, careful, you'll look into your entire system. Okay, it'll take some time, but I know that Kelsey has to be in user. Okay, so I can say, hey, here. Okay, find me here something with the name Kelsey. There you go. See that? And why does it start with a dot? Because it says, hey, yeah, from here all the way down, I found games Kelsey. Yeah, the penguin art is beautiful. I know, I love the penguin. And actually, check this out. Just for Tamia, what is it? Sudo apt install, and then what was it? Lolcat. 666. There we go. Yes, sir. Just because Tammy asked for it. Indirectly. Come on. Okay, cool. Now, with your arrow keys, you can go up or down and check all of the commands, okay? And then we have hi, Tammy, went to Kelsey, and then pipe it again. Again, you can pipe it as many times as you want. Lolcat. Yeah. Yeah. It just gives you, yeah. Now it has colors. Can you do it again? Yeah. You know, I guess lolcat has to be a game. Can we find lolcat? What should the command be, right? Find, remember? Find where? Dot. What do we want to find? Well, something that starts or has the name of lolcat. And yeah, lolcat is in games. Yeah, see, yeah, it's funny. Yeah, I know. In my past stream, this is great. Thank you, Tammy. Not as, but yeah, one of the viewers said, "Hey, you can use lolcat," and I was like, "What's lolcat?" This is lolcat. Okay. And whatever you do, you can do find, and this can be applied to lolcat. And now you have a colors. I don't know. If you want to show off to someone, yeah, use lolcat. Okay, cool, awesome. So, cool. Now we can go to. Let's go back to once, and let's only check. Maybe nothing. Let's just go to home root reserved for super user. Okay, yeah. Let's just go to. Oh. Now this is the machine saying, "Hey." No. Okay, this is like your machine saying, "Please, please, please don't go to root." Because root contains everything that the machine like values the most. Okay, everything that it needs to start, basically everything. Okay, should we remember what was if we have a permission denied? Did you remember what was the command to bypass that? Anyone? Yes. Can we? No, sudo cd root. Interesting. It doesn't allow you to do it. I don't know. At least for me, it doesn't allow me. It says, "Hey, yeah, no, I can't find cd, but cd exists, right? I can use it now, like cd slash cd root." It says no, but if I do sudo cd root, it says nope. Basically, okay, it's your computer saying no, nope. Okay, you'll need more power than this, which we won't discuss now. Okay, I don't want you to go to sudo. I'm sorry, I don't want you to go to root. Don't ever go to root. Okay, nice. One last thing, one funny thing. Okay, and actually funny but very useful. Okay, you can pipe. Should we pipe? Wait a minute. Let me check if I'm going to pipe later. Am I going to caret? No, I'm not going to caret. Okay, no, let's leave it like that. Okay, cool. Now, cd to go to thingy, which is home. Okay, we go to desktop. Let's go to new meta. And let's open the first program now again. Now, you might remember this interesting, very, very useful piece of, well, architecture, okay? And you might say, okay, I get the echo, right? Like, echo is like print, so it says print hello world. What the heck is this? This is called a shebang. Okay, the shebang is basically telling the computer, it says, hello, I want you to go bin and bash. Okay, this is what we're using to run this. Okay, let's run it. Okay, so all of you, if you're following, write this down. Okay, with the shebang. Okay, like this. Should be the same for all of the distros. Okay, cool. Nice. Now, how do you run this? // and then first program.sh. Well, we know this, right? Sudo first program.sh. What? Is it telling me that sudo got a permission denied? Two things might happen. Either one, my computer is basically tripping, or two, I'm wrong. Let's do something interesting. You can see here we have letters or characters. Can you see that? I'm zooming a little bit. See that? Each thing that ls-la outputs has these things. Now what's that? Like, oh great, what does that do? Or what does that tell me? It has read and writing permissions, but execution permissions, which stands for X, we don't have it. So basically this thing can be read, can be written, but cannot be executed. And you're like, hold on, it's a shell program, it has to run. Yeah, but the computer doesn't know that. But it knows that it's a shell program, it just doesn't know that it can be run. No one has said, you can run this. No one. Well, let's do that, right? chmod to change the modification and plus X. Okay. First program.sh, enter. Okay, no error. Okay. All good. Can we run it now? Without sudo. Now it runs. But wait a minute, there's something that also lets you know beforehand that this cannot be run. Oh, see that? Now it's green. Before, it was white. Now it's green. See that? You can see that before, the computer saw this as, hey, you cannot be run, you're not a script. You are a text file. A text file is not executable. You are white. We changed it. We said, hey, Mr. Computer, this is an executable thing. I can execute this. Please change the modification, give it an execution permission to this. And computer says, now I get it. It's a green. Let's see it in action. chmod -x first program ls. And now computer says, well, I'm sorry, this is not executable at all. Even though it's the same script, because we're unlinking the execution permission to this. Okay, so whenever you get a permission denied, trying to execute something that is not sensitive to the computer, it's because it's pretty sure that you haven't given it execution permissions. Either it doesn't have a special color, or there are no X's here. Okay. Remember, chmod +x first program. Okay. Now, these are, I think this is for root user. This is for I think it was for anything that calls the program without it being called by the user. So for example, if I'm calling it from another program, can it be executed too? And I think this is for groups. Okay, groups that are like groups of users. Okay, I think. Okay, so sudo users have read and write permissions, not executable before this. Any command that reaches out to this program can read it, can write it, but cannot execute it. And any group inside of my computer only can read it. It cannot either write or execute. With this, We added execution permissions to all. Okay, and it's green. But okay, cool, awesome. So let's do something more like more interesting things. Okay, Vim first program. And now, can you pass? Like this looks robust. Well, not robust. Maybe the word is old. Okay. Like, is this a programming language? What is a shell script? Well, it's a programming language. It's low level. Okay, and by low level, it's not that it's easy. It's that it very connected to the hardware. Okay, so it connects to your system easily. It's not like Python, you have to import stuff and do that. Python is a high-level programming language. This is a low-level one, okay? Now, because it's a low level, can we have variables? Well, maybe. Can we? Maybe. Does this look good? Yes. Okay, so name equals bully, echo hello name. We write, we run. Oh, hello bully. Okay, now, careful, okay? If you do this, it doesn't work. Bully, I don't believe you. Let's do it. Let's just run it. You don't believe me? There you go. Okay, careful with bash. It's space sensitive. Okay. Yep. It kind of looks like an F string in Python. Yep. It's just more difficult to write. But yeah. In Python you can just do this, and you do like F here. Oh, my bad. You do F here, like this, and instead of this, you just do this, right? But nope. You have to do $ name and no spaces here. Okay. Yep. Cool. All good. Nice. Okay. Now, this is useful. Can we expect something from an outer program and insert it in this program? Sort of, can we pipe something to it? Well, let's do that, right? Let's do echo. Tell me the name. There you go. And then read name. And then nice to meet you. Darn, there you go. Name. Okay. Again, if you are calling a variable, $. Okay. Echo, tell me the name. Read is like Python's version of input, or like it's like Shell's version of Python's input. Okay, cool. Let's try this. Run it and say, hey, tell me your name, and it doesn't do anything, right? You can see that we don't have this. This expects from you a command, but we don't have it. It's still running. Okay, we can actually see here. Okay, just because this terminal is fancy. Okay, I can do htop here, and you can see that I shouldn't have done here. My bad. Sorry. Yep, maybe here. Htop like this. You can see that inside of here, maybe, just maybe, I can access. Okay, I don't know how to find it. Shell. There we go. This is running. See this? It's saying, hey, you're running shell. This is the shell that's running. Let's see if this disappears once we finish the task. Okay, tell me the name. Bully. Cool. Nice to meet you, Bully. Voila. Maybe if this was the one, it should go out. It wasn't. Okay, it wasn't that one. Okay. Cool. I just wanted to kind of show you that it was running. I thought it was this one, or was it? And then it died. Oh no, there you go. It's not this one. Okay, but it eventually dies. Okay. Cool. Now, it's obvious. Okay. Cool. So, can we pipe something to it? Maybe yes, but I think this is going to at least then an input and output. I'll maybe just don't do it now because you have to go to, I think it was like this one. Was it like this? I think. Yeah, let's only go into standard errors or standard inputs too. Okay. Let's see this again. Remove everything but the shebang. Okay. Now, do we have if statements? Can we do like smarter things with this? Sure. Echo. Enter a number like this. And now read num. Okay. And now, hey, if careful. Okay, the spaces are not for visuals only. Okay, if you don't add spaces in between these brackets, it won't work. Okay, yeah, that's shell. Okay, so it has to be inside of the brackets with space. Okay, if my number is greater than 10, then my bad. Then echo, this is a big number. Like this. Okay, else echo, this is oh, my bad. Ooh, sorry, too Python for me. Echo, this is a small number. Like this. And then we close with phi. Okay, it's our way to saying to shell, hey, we open an if statement, we have then, and then we close with phi, or fi, or phi, if you want to call it like that, okay? Cool. Let's run it. Say, hey, enter a number. Okay, now I'll do 8. Oh, that's a small number. Okay, let's do the same thing, but with 100. And it says, that's a big number. That's interesting. What happens if I do 8? Ooh. Then you can assume that even though shell is a low-level scripting, or I'll say it's a scripting language, okay? It actually recognizes without you telling it, hey, it's an integer, it's a string, it's a character, okay? Unlike C, you don't have to, oh my bad, you don't have to say, hey, read num, but it doesn't have to be like int read num. Shell knows. Okay, cool, awesome. So yeah, okay, cool. So let's do something real quick, and let's do okay. If you're working with Linux, you don't have to know every command. Okay, no one knows every command in Linux. Okay, that being said, you can do this. How to create, let's say 10 txt files in Linux. Okay, AI just tells you, hey, you can use Touch. Ooh, you can do file 1 to 10.txt. Okay, It's okay. Okay, it's okay to look for commands. I actually please ask you look for new commands. There are lots and lots and lots of commands. Okay, we have a lot of commands that do lots of things. Okay, what I want you also to do is if you find a command, don't just copy paste the whole thing. Kind of understand what's happening. Okay, it says, hey, Touch. We know what Touch does. Touch creates a file from 1 to 10.txt. It means it'll create a file from 1 to 10.txt, 10 files. Okay? Does that work? Let's do it, right? Don't copy paste, only if it's like huge command, but in this case it's Touch. File, like this. 1 to 10, was it 2 dots or 1 dot? 2 dots, okay. .txt. Okay, like this. No errors. So far so good. ls. Ooh, check that out. Okay, we have file 1, 2, all the way up to 10. Okay, they don't have anything. Okay, we can actually cat file file 1, the txt. It doesn't have anything. Okay, nothing. Okay, but interestingly enough, we can, if you are tasked at Meta, okay, you're tasked to, I don't know, copy 10 files and say, hey, I want you to go and copy paste and copy and duplicate every single file, and every file contains a million lines of code. If you do it by hand, you would probably finish next year. And you'll probably get kicked off of Meta. Okay, because you should have finished that in like, I don't know, 2 minutes. How? Great question. Let's go to first program. And let's do something interesting. Get you to follow this. Let's do 4. Yep, we have 4 loops. Okay. File. Oh, thanks for the claps. Yep. Oh, it's a hello. It's not a clap. Like hello. Hey, Isaac or Isaac. Isaac in Spanish or Isaac in English. We have a 4 file in. This is a lot of Python. Okay, it looks like Python. Okay, for every file in .txt, do. Okay, for every file, and what it will do here, it'll check for everything. Star means everything. Okay, so everything that contains .txt, I want you to do MV. MV stands for move. Okay, I want you to move file to backup S file. Done. Okay, that's it. And you'll say, okay, well, that's not smart. Like, why not use CP for copy? That's very funny. There is no CP. Or there probably is, not embedded in Linux, but there's maybe like a CP or a copy program that someone did that you can use. But Linus Torvalds said, hey, why the heck would I want a copy command if I can use the move command and create a new file, basically. Okay, so let's do that. What? Escape? Did I just get rid of the 2 first lines? Okay, like the first line? Okay, that was not good. The shebang. Where's my shebang? Slash bin slash bash. Like this. Okay, my bad. Cool. Now, ready? 3, 2, 1. No error. No error. Good sign. ls. Ooh. We just renamed it. Then there is not a rename nor a copy. Or there is a copy? There is? Oh no, there's a copy. Well, then I was wrong. There is a copy file. I'm sorry, there's a copy command. There's not a rename command. The rename way to do it is moving the file to another file that's called in a different way. Yeah. Yeah. That's it. Okay. There we go. We just renamed the whole thing. You didn't have to, it's you didn't have to open it and copy paste the whole thing. You just move it. Okay? Cool. Now, can we have functions? Yes. And you're like, what? Really? Shell has functions? Yes. Or actually bash script. Bash script has functions? Yes, it has. We could do talk. Okay. No space. There we go. Okay, like this. No def, not expected, input, variable, nothing. Okay. Echo hello S1. Okay. Now read name, talk name. Like this. This should be an error, I think. Oh no, this is okay. Cool. So let's do it. It says read name, right? We didn't echo anything, which is not very helpful, but let's do bullet. Ah, hello name. What? What's happening? Okay, let's try it again. Maybe I just did it wrong, right? Like, bully. Hello name. What's wrong? We're saying $1. We're reading a name and then talk in the variable name, but we're saying $1. I think I know why. We don't even need a name. Let's do it like that. But when we run it, let's pass an argument, my name. Nothing happens. Now I'm scared because I don't remember what was the okay. Yep, talk. Hi. Oh, I got it. Yeah. Read name. And then this is name, like this. I think. Okay, name, bully. Ah, there we go. Yes. My bad. Okay, remember always variables have to be with $sign. Okay, now to read the variables, we can name them or we can number them with the $sign. Okay, so variable number 1. Okay, we can actually have name 1, read name 2, and I'll wanna use name 2. Okay, I'll just ignore name 1 just because. Okay, actually I'll do name 1 / name 2. Okay, and I'll read name 2. Okay, so for example, if I do first program, my first name is Bully, and the other name will be Tammy. Then it says hello, Tammy. Okay, because no, my bad. Because I took argument number 2. Okay, functions. Okay, cool. Now, okay, echo. Okay, now, bash scripting is not about making programs like Python. That's a bad use of bash scripts. Okay, okay, Strawberry Kitten says also use $sign in, it's in curly braces name instead of, what does that change? I'm not sure what does that change. Is that, does that give you like, Does that keeps the variables type? I'm not sure. Like I don't know what the difference is. Always put a variable in quotes unless there's a reason not to. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That's good. Because if not, then it'll think it's a command and it'll just run the command. Yep. I don't know what this is. Like this. This would change. If you could elaborate a little bit more about it, strawberry, that'll be good. But yeah, thanks for that. Um, should be like this, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's more, yeah, it's interesting. It's not for it's not like you wouldn't use this as Python, for example, or as C. It's just to script. It means makes things easier for you. It takes on the heavy tasks of writing files, reading files, reordering things, getting rid of things, all sorts of things. Okay, but I wouldn't play a game in Bash. You can do it, I guess. It's just not friendly. Okay. It makes it easier to interpret to know where a variable name ends. Okay. Without the curly braces, it might, in rare cases, not know where the name ends. Okay, thank you so much. That's helpful. Okay, cool. So we'll use $ curly braces name instead of only $ name. Okay, thank you so much. We always learn something new. Cool. Okay, now let's do something a little bit more. Let's finish with this thing, okay? Usually you'll see shell scripts, I'm sorry, bash scripts like this. Echo. Let's use CPU usage. And then we do top, dash B, dash N1. Darn, there we go. Pipe it to grep CPU like this. Okay. And let's run it. Ooh. Okay. Okay. So this is what usually and how you would use shell script. Okay. You won't. It's in rare cases that you do if else. Okay. I've seen a lot of for loops. What I see is, hey, I want you to take decisions from here. Okay. We can run inside of bash other commands. Okay. Echo, top, and grep. So you can run whatever command you want inside of a bash script, and you can automate stuff with it. Okay. You can even create a service, or in another way of saying it, you can create strawberry. Maybe you know what this means. Well, like what I mean. It's not a service. It's a cron job. Thank you. It's a cron job. So a cron job is like a timer in your computer that whenever it hits some time, or whenever I don't know, some time passes, or there's a certain hour at the day where you want this to run, or certain days of the week. Okay. You can, I don't know, just do a cleanup. Okay. And that cleanup is, hey, I wanted to remove all of the user's logs from the past 2 weeks. Okay. And that runs each 2 weeks. Okay. So that's a cron job, and you can use bash script to do that. Okay. Or a service. The service runs a bash script that runs my Minecraft server. Okay. That's what you use bash scripts for. Okay. In this case, it's a very simple example. You can find bash scripts of hundreds of lines. Okay. And that's usually how it is, but this is how they usually look like. We're running top. We're getting the first line, and I just want the CPUs. Okay. And it just gives me the CPUs, right? Like right now, I have, like, everything looks good. See? For example, if I do, I'll just take a look at top real quick. If I do memory, for example, can I do MIB like this? I'm not sure. Oh, my bad. I think it should be dash N2 and grep. Was it mem like this? I don't know if this will work out. This is like the first time I tried. Oh, there we go. Cool. Yep, there we go. Memory swap, memory swap. Okay, see that? Nice. Now N2, it looks like it's. I wanted to get it 2 seconds. First second, second. Okay, and this is what you can do. You can automate and take decisions based on what you're reading from other commands. Okay, that's Linux. Oh, like that's an intro to Linux. Now you have a lot of things like standard errors, standard inputs, standard outputs. You have caretting, which is this thing over here, or that's how I call it, like a caret. Where you can append, you can read, write. You can check for things like, do I have netstat? Netstat. Nope. Something quicker, like, I don't know. Let me see if I can remember like an interesting command. Let's do. Nothing comes to mind really. Let's see. Oh, for example, IP. So I can do IP adder show, for example, and I can say, hey, this is my IP. It's right here. This is my local IP. This is the like the new version of the IP here, which I just forgot the name. It's IPv4 and IPv6. Is this IPv6? Yep, it's 6. You see, you have a lot of commands that you can use. For example, we could do ping -c for google.com. So it's like, hey, I want you to reach to Google, and I want you to tell me, hey, how much we have. Do we have packet loss? See, there's a lot of things, and it depends on what you use Linux for. Okay, I use it for robots. I use it for communication. Okay, so I have to work a lot of with IP addresses. I have to check for the statistics of my internet, stuff like that. It's up to you. Okay, can I use traceroute? Traceroute. Do I have time? I don't have it. Oh, my bad. Okay, cool. Now, last thing that I want to say is tomorrow I have a very interesting stream. Okay, zoom in all the way on me. Cool, interesting stream. Production engineering is one of the tracks that the MLH Fellowship has with Meta. Okay, it happens each summer, and a lot of people join. Okay, we usually have a batch of 80-90 people. It's a track sponsored by Meta. Okay, that we are advertising right now, and I'll do a stream on PE tomorrow. Okay, so tune in at what time? That's the question. Tomorrow at should be 1 p.m. EST. Okay, I'll be there, and yeah, we'll talk about PE. Okay, cool. Thanks for joining. Before I finish, please register if you haven't, and also give me feedback. Okay, so F11, this one. Okay, I want you to give me feedback. You go into the feedback, and then my bad. There we go. Cool. Now you go to the feedback. Click on continue, and then it should be intro to Linux. Just look for Linux. There we go. Cool, like this, and then just give me feedback. Okay, I won't take anything personally. This helps me to improve. Okay. No, thank you for staying with me. And yeah, what do we have next? We have. Okay, you have a Scribble event with Barshini in 1 hour. Okay, so let's take a break, and Barshini is going to take it from here in an hour for a Scribble event. Thank you so much, Tammy, as always. Also, thank you for sticking always with us. And yeah, I'll see you around, okay? See you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.